Patty, you have to do something about this. Catalina just came back. So you need to pack your stuff as soon as possible and get out. Excuse me? It seems like she's coming back this weekend. That's why you have to get out before Saturday. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you want to leave today. Wait a second first, Mom. Catalina is your daughter, but I am too. I'm her elder sister. Plus, her room is empty. She's only paying you and Dad a visit. I don't see the need for me to get out. She's not just paying a visit. She's moving back permanently. Your sister dropped out of college. What? She dropped out of college? Does that mean she's not graduating anymore? Yeah. She's pregnant with her boyfriend's child. So she's quitting school and giving birth here. She's pregnant? Are you being serious right now? Of course. She's due next year in the spring. I can't wait to meet my grandchild. Who would have thought that I could become a grandma so early? Don't get carried away just yet. You do realize that she just turned 18 and is still a student, right? Aren't you supposed to teach her right from wrong as her mom? But I can never blame her pretty little face. She'll always be the apple of my eye. And you know that I always take her side no matter what. Plus, as soon as I told your father that Catalina is coming back, he turned into a dog with two tails. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot how much you and Dad pamper her. Anyways, there's just one more thing that needs to be taken care of. Catalina's boyfriend's parents are against her giving birth to the child. They think that the two of them are too young to get married, so it's better to give the child up. I mean, how can they say such things? That's how you're supposed to react under normal circumstances, Mom. I mean, Catalina herself is a kid, which means a kid is giving birth to another kid. Are you really not concerned as her parent? Well, there's nothing she could have done otherwise, though. Since things have already turned out to be like this, I've got to be there for my daughter. What's more, it seems like her boyfriend's parents are both doctors. I guess that's why they're as stubborn as a mule. Anyways, Catalina and her boyfriend have actually managed to convince his parents to accept their grandchild. The problem is that they won't allow their son to marry your sister until he graduates college and becomes a doctor. In other words, Catalina's becoming a single mother? Are you all right with that? Yeah, that's fine. She doesn't need a marriage certificate to live a good life, does she? That's why we are going to look after the two of them from now on. Of course, we have to take care of the baby as well. With that being said, there won't be enough rooms for them if you're here. So it would be of great help if you can move out. You can't just chase me out like this. After all, you didn't even give me any prior notice. Come on, you can make a little sacrifice for your own sister, can't you? Sorry, but I don't have anywhere to go as of right now. This house is close to work for me. Plus, I wasn't the one who messed things up. It's not fair to make me move out before the weekend. But Catalina needs our help right now. Is this the way you treat your family? It's just that I think you should think a little more in terms of the future before you act. I understand how you want to support every decision your daughter makes. But she's an adult now. She needs to take responsibility for her own actions. No, Catalina just turned 18. Plus, I did think a lot about the future before I acted. What do you mean? Her boyfriend is the son of doctors! In other words, your sister would become a rich housewife a couple years later. And here's the thing. Her boyfriend owes us one for knocking Catalina up. With that being said, I'm positive he would marry her eventually. So you're just looking for a wealthy son-in-law. A wealthy son-in-law who's a doctor? I'd be even happier if you could marry someone with the same social status as him. Anyways, I'm already on cloud 9 now just by imagining what's gonna happen next. I can't wait to see our neighbors turn green with envy. What's more, I can probably get thousands of dollars for allowances from her boyfriend every month. Maybe even more if Catalina can give birth to a second child later on. I have never felt so hopeful and optimistic before in my life. I can't wait to rise from rags to riches. This is what I've been dreaming of all along. You're really selfish and greedy. Mom, what you're doing is selling your daughter for money. Do you even realize this? I feel bad for Catalina's boyfriend. He could have just paid for Catalina's abortion. It's not like he knocked her up on purpose anyway. Don't forget that he made my baby girl pregnant. He must take responsibility for what he did. He's a grown man, isn't he? So of course he has to compensate us in one way or the other. I mean, it's not like his family can't afford it anyways. With that being said, you need to get out as soon as possible. Nobody wants you here. Tell you what, you're the ugly duckling of this family. Your father and I would rather live with Catalina and her husband rather than you, who might stay single for the rest of your life. Come on, Hattie. You're getting on my nerves. All you ever do is be a burden on the entire family. You make me sick to the stomach. Is the move still not over yet? When are you going to get out for real? I can't wait any longer. What's taking you so long anyways? I really have to move back home with my unborn son. We need Mom and Dad's care. I can't handle this baby myself. There wouldn't be any space for us if there's still a squatter there. You know who I'm talking about, right? In case you don't, it's you. Stop referring to me as a squatter. I'm sure that you'll regret dropping out of college later on. Getting pregnant at this age is not a good thing. Also, this is also my house. I have been living with Mom and Dad longer than you. You know what? It's your problem that you had to drop out of college because of the pregnancy. So don't you dare drag me down with you. Yeah, whatever. I'm assuming that Mom has already told you everything, right? If she did, then I'm assuming that you know what to do next, right? Don't cause any more trouble for us. Seriously. Pardon me for letting you know this, but your home will now be ours. To be honest, though, you should have never lived here in the first place. You don't belong here. The family now consists of Dad, Mom, me, my boyfriend, and my son. So guess what? You're not included. All you will be is a stranger from now on. So get out already, you squatter. Don't you feel ashamed of living with your parents at this age? I thought you're an independent career woman or something. I told you to stop referring to me as a squatter. Your parents are mine too. I hate to say this, but we share the same genes. Although our personalities are polar opposites. And mind you, but this is not how you talk to your older sister. Have some respect. Do you not know what manners are? See? This is why your boyfriend's parents don't like you. Shut up! All I'm saying is the truth. You are a squatter. Get your own place and move out if all you do is slob around at home. As your younger sister, I'm married already. I'm also going to become a mother soon. I can't wait to share this joy with the rest of the family. On the other hand, you don't even have a boyfriend. And I'm not surprised. I wouldn't want to date you if I were a guy. Let me correct you first. You're not married. What's more, you're not even engaged yet. So don't act like everything's already set for you. In fact, You don't know when your boyfriend is going to propose. He probably doesn't have any intention of doing so in the days to come.
Well, that's because his parents don't acknowledge our relationship because we're both students. But I'm sure they will one day. Guess what? My boyfriend bought me an engagement ring the other day. It has a diamond on it, by the way. Now you know how serious he is about me, right? Tell you what, I don't really care about marriage. It's nothing but a piece of paper anyways. True love doesn't need any proof. I'm pretty much his wife at this point. We're more in love with each other than ever. Don't be too jealous, Hattie. Life is unfair. All you have to know is that we're different, you creepy nerd. This is exactly why you don't have a boyfriend. Look at yourself in the mirror, and you'd get what I'm talking about.
Sure, mock me however you can. I don't care. It's just that I can't believe you get knocked up while in school. I mean, what were you even thinking? School is for studying, not messing around. I also don't get how Mom and Dad can forgive you so easily like this. Most parents with reason would be extremely angry.
What's there to forgive? I did nothing wrong. In fact, Mom and Dad are over the moon about their grandson's arrival. You'll see what I'm talking about soon. Plus, Mom and Dad have spoiled me for as long as I can remember. Dad carried me in his arms until I turned 8 years old. And Mom bought me a ton of pretty clothes. They never even raise their voices at me. They also give me whatever I want and spend every cent of their money on me. So I get to do whatever I feel like all the time. But that's because I'm such a buttercup to them. I have such a naturally sweet personality.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with it. You are the light of their life. I mean, they've spoiled you so much that you can't even face the reality anymore.
Well, all I know is that they've always been extremely high-handed with you.
I wouldn't call them high-handed only. They had no love for me at all. It's like I'm a stranger in that house. Your needs are always prioritized instead of mine. Although I'm older than you, I got nothing but your hand-me-down clothes and leftover food. Mom and Dad gave me the cold shoulder even when I had a fever.
On the other hand, they became bundles of nerves when I caught a cold. They would buy me all the latest gadgets as long as I played cute.
So, did you also act cute to get what you want this time? In other words, were you the one who asked Mom to kick me out?
Obviously, yeah. Roman needs a room to sleep in too. I'm pregnant, so he doesn't want to sleep with me. That's why I'm left with no choice but to chase you out. Of course, Mom and Dad are both taking my side on this one too.
This is what I thought.
Now you know where you stand, right? Anyways, I'm just thankful for Mom and Dad because they cosset me to the extreme. As for you, you're nothing but pathetic. You probably would have never thought that you'd get kicked out by your own parents, right?
I'm not surprised. I don't give a damn about how I'm treated at this point. Because it's not like Mom and Dad will stop to be at your beck and call if I tell them not to.
I hope that you're not bawling your eyes out right now because Mom and Dad kicked you out. All in all, I feel on top of the world right now because you are finally gone from my sight.
Don't worry, I'm leaving.
Don't you ever come back again. This place doesn't belong to you.
Hi, Hattie. Long time no see. How are you doing? I'm good. What do you want? I have some good news for you. You can move back in with us. I have cleaned up your room for you, too. What do you mean? Where are Catalina and Roman? Well, you don't have to worry about them anymore. Actually, Catalina broke up with Roman shortly after you left. He also moved out from his parents' house.
What? They broke up? But didn't Roman promise Catalina that they'd marry as soon as he becomes a doctor?
Yeah, I know. But they broke up before he could fulfill his promise to her. He went through a lot of hard times in medical school. It took him 2 tries to pass the medical licensing examination. Catalina was so close to becoming a rich housewife.
What happened then?
Nothing at all. Roman told us that there are too many more things that I have to do before I can become a certified doctor. So I don't think marriage is the right path for me. These are his own words. That's how he called the marriage off. Can you believe it? Do you know how long I've waited for such a top-notch son-in-law? Now everything's gone.
Well, that's too bad then. I know how much Catalina wanted to marry him.
Exactly. Life has been very harsh on us during these past few years. That's why I'm saying you should come back now. Raising a child costs an arm and a leg, you know. Catalina is a single mom. We have to give her a leg up as her family members.
Okay. But before we all give her a leg up, is she going to find a job or something?
What do you think? Of course not. Her job is taking care of her son, Felix. She's busy with being a good mother to him.
But many years have passed. Felix is already 5 years old. He doesn't need his mom with him all the time like an infant.
You do realize most companies require that you have a college degree, right? Poor Catalina doesn't have it, though. She dropped out. Remember?
Excuse me?
Our little princess gets sick easily if put under pressure. She's a delicate soul, you know. Do you want to see your father and me heartbroken? All Catalina has to focus on right now is parenting. So your father and you and I will be responsible for supporting the 2 of them. Join forces with us to make life better.
Sorry, but that's not happening. I'm never going back again, no matter what you say.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? Have you forgotten how you kicked me out 6 years ago as if I'm not related to you at all? Dad and you literally demanded that I leave immediately because of that spoiled brat. Would you want to return to a family like this if you were me?
But how are we supposed to put food on the table then? Your father is retiring in a few years. And I only work 2 days a week. Who's going to be the breadwinner of this family?
That's not my problem.
Are you being serious right now?
I gotta go now, Mom. Say hi to Dad for me.
You're the worst, Hattie! How can you turn your back on your own sister? We've known each other our entire lives. What's more, sisters are supposed to be there for each other through the ups and downs. Mom just told me everything. Let me tell you this. You need some discipline. Because this is not how you should talk to your parents. I mean, why aren't you moving back and lending us a hand? We need you more than ever. Why can't you just let bygones be bygones at this point?
Because I don't want to. Treat others the way you wanted to be treated. Have you not heard of this saying? Plus, you're just getting a taste of your own medicine right now. Blame yourself for your miserable life. If you chose to drop out of college and give birth to your son, then stick to it till the end.
Stop messing around! Listen to what I tell you. You're my older sister, and older sisters are obligated to make sacrifices for their younger siblings. Come back right now and start supporting the family financially. You've never really contributed anything significant to this family anyways. It's time to make Mom and Dad proud. Plus, I have a son to raise. He's still really small. He needs me by his side. I don't want to miss out on his childhood.
It's gone before you even notice it. Tell you what, you have to at least wire me $3,000 per month then if you have no plans of moving in with us. You don't know how expensive education is these days.
If you're really that short on money, then first go to work. Felix is your son, not mine or mom and dad's. We don't have the duty to raise him for you. Felix is a first grader. He's gone for 7 to 8 hours a day. Many kids his age can walk to school by themselves. You live like 5 minutes from his school anyways. Which means you're free during the day. And even after Felix comes home, Mom and Dad can take care of him for a couple of hours. I'm sure they won't mind it.
I don't have that much free time. Do you have any idea how many things I have to do in a day? I don't get a second of rest as soon as I drop Felix off at school. As a mom, I have parenting to do even when my child is gone. Don't judge me just because I'm not married. Our situations are drastically different. I am very occupied as a single mother. You're not a mother, and you've never even been one yet. Keep your silence if you don't know what it feels like to give birth.
What? Is this a joke or something? Felix is a healthy kid who doesn't have any attachment issue. He doesn't need your supervision all the time.
Still, thoughts like whether Felix is behaving well at school swarm my head. I can't help but break out in cold sweat every time the school calls me. I mean, what if he doesn't have friends and is picked on by other kids? I'm worried for him because he doesn't know how to defend himself yet. His father isn't here to guide him either. Who else can he rely on but me? I'm his only legal guardian. So do you think I have the energy to work when I'm pretty much on tenterhooks every day? Can you take responsibility if he gets hurt at school but I can't make it there because I'm on a business trip? On the other hand, though, you're single, Hattie. I'm assuming that you have money to burn, right? I mean, why do you even need money anyways except for basic necessities?
You must be kidding me right now. You know what? Stop excusing yourself for your laziness. I know many moms personally, and nobody acts like you. You're not the only mom in this world. Do you have even the slightest idea how many women work their butts off every day just to provide their children with the best quality of life possible?
Shut up! I don't care about other people. It's none of my business anyways. My son needs my full attention. And by that, I mean 24/7. If Felix becomes filthy rich in the future, are you 100% positive that you won't come wagging your tail at him? With that being said, treat the money you give us like an early investment. I am confident that my baby won't let you down.
I don't plan on pandering to Felix even if he's #1 on the Forbes list 20 years later. What he accomplishes has nothing to do with me.
I don't believe it. You're just saying that right now, aren't you? I know what kind of person you are. So don't you think you can fool me? Who do you think will take care of you if not your nephew when you've passed your prime and are as old as the devil? After all, I'm sure nobody would want to marry a creepy nerd like you. I'm sure you'd want Felix to pay for a senior caregiver when you're 70, right? So if you don't help me out right now, I won't let you near my son when you really need him.
Sure, go ahead and do so then. When I'm 70 years old, I'll have my husband and children by me. Nothing's gonna go wrong.
What are you talking about? You'll have your husband and children?
I'm married and blessed with 2 beautiful daughters. I don't mind living in a senior home with my husband if we can't take care of ourselves. After all, the last thing we want in this world is to be a burden on our kids.
I can't believe it. Wait a second first, Hattie. Are you saying that you're married? How come you never told me?
We're not even family anymore. What's the use? Our parents don't know either, so it's not just you.
Wait, what do you mean by we're not even family anymore?
At this point, I'm shocked at how brazen Mom and you are. I mean, the two of you text me as if nothing had happened. Since the moment I moved out of that house, you guys were strangers to me. I don't have parents or any siblings.
Come on. You don't have to talk in such a mean tone. Anyways, tell me more about your husband. Is he loaded? How much does he bring home annually? I mean, if you're above the salt right now, then I won't force you to move back in with us. Tell your husband to give us allowances instead. That'll do. If he's really sitting on a gold mine or something, then he shouldn't mind doing his sister-in-law a favor now and then.
In fact, he's also a doctor. He's working around the clock recently because he just opened a clinic of his own.
Excuse me? This is absolutely unbelievable. You don't deserve to marry a doctor. Keep in mind that Roman bailed on me.
It's not up to you whether I deserve to marry a doctor or not.
Never mind about what I said earlier then. You neither have to return home nor wire me money every month. The only thing you have to do is give me your husband's number and address so that I can make a move on him. I'll just marry him instead.
Pull your act together before you spit out nonsense.
I'm serious, though. You know that it has always been my dream to marry a doctor. So you can't live out my dream before I do. So send me his contact information right now. If you don't want to, then you have to wire me $3,000 per month to cover daily expenses.
Excuse me?
I mean, didn't your husband just open a clinic of his own? In other words, it'd be an understatement to even call him comfortable. You should have told me about him earlier. You know what? How about you making that $3,000, $5,000 per month? I'm also thinking of purchasing a new car recently.
Is that really what you want this money for, though? Don't you want to stop Roman from telling our parents the truth? Let me tell you this. You're not as smart as you believe yourself to be.
What are you talking about? What truth? I have no idea what you're trying to get at.
Stop playing with me!
This is a trap, isn't it?
Mom and Dad don't know it yet, but I'm not a moron. You might think of me as a pushover from past experiences, but I'll show you who's the boss now. Roman dumped you because of what you did. It's time to come clean, Catalina. There is this thing called karma, just in case you're not aware of it yet. I mean, isn't Felix another guy's kid? Do you really think that you can hide the secret forever? How do you think Felix is gonna react when he finds out?
Wait a second. Where did you get this information from? What is it that you want? Is this your revenge on me or something? Why do you know? I didn't tell anyone. Not even Mom and Dad. What have you done behind my back? I'll never forgive you, you backstabber.
I told you that I'm not a moron. If I really want to put an end to this game you're playing with me, then I can. I'm not someone you can walk all over. Roman went through your texts with Felix's father and found that you have been cheating on him the entire time. What's more, he threatened to tell our parents the truth if you don't pay him. And that's when your blood ran cold. Am I right? In order to stop Roman, you begged him on your knees. It seems like you even had a knife to your neck. That's why he caved in and said he'll give you time. These are rumors, but I heard that he's asking for $300K in total. If that's really the case, then you better start looking for a job.
Of course I can never afford to pay him that much. He's completely out of his mind. I never would have thought that thing would turn out to be this way, you know. He's asking for a financial compensation of $30,000.
That's still exorbitant considering the fact that you're not even working at the moment. You really should sit down and have a talk with Mom at this point.
Well, I would if I could. But you know how broke we are right now. I mean, I can't tell her to pay it all for me when she has nothing but an overdrawn bank account to herself. Mom and Dad love me a lot, all right? But they are not crazy. I'm positive that they would blow a fuse at me if I tell them the truth.
Well, you don't know about that. Let me remind you of this. But rumors spread very fast. It's only a matter of time before our parents would come to learn about it. Still. But I won't snitch on you, so don't worry. In exchange, though, you have to promise me that you're never gonna text or call me again. My husband and daughters are my greatest source of joy. I can't ask for a better life than the one I'm already blessed with right now. I seriously don't want to have anything else to do with my trashy family anymore.
Hattie! Since when did you get married? Why are we not invited to your wedding? Is it true that our son-in-law is a doctor as well?
What do you plan to do if I say it's true? I believe that I already told you to leave me alone.
Don't talk to your parents like this. It's rude. I'm begging you, Hattie. Forgive us for what happened in the past and come back. Your father and I have realized our mistakes already. We're sorry for favoring Catalina over you.
Do you seriously think that I'm gonna believe what you just said? Dad and you have always looked down on me. You're only apologizing right now because you want to catch yourself an affluent son-in-law.
You don't have to put it that way. I mean, doesn't your husband want to meet us? I don't know how bad you made us look to him. But we'll do whatever you want if you can give us a second chance.
I told my husband nothing but the truth. In other words, he married me knowing the kind of environment I was raised in.
Still, we have the right to see our grandchildren. You can't take that away from us. Plus, think about it this way. Your children should be the same age as Felix. I'm sure Felix could be very good friends with his cousins. You know how eager he is to meet new people. So come on, just turn the page already at this point. It's been 6 years. What else do you want from us then? Your father and I love you. We just don't express it as often. With that being said, let's eat dinner together someday. I know this French restaurant that serves very delicious food. I'm sure you'll like it.
We don't eat with strangers. My husband and daughters are all very kind people. Birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying, right?
What do you mean, strangers? Aren't we family? Are you cutting off relationships with us or something? Stop throwing a tantrum, Hattie. You're not a toddler anymore. Adults won't hold grudges against their parents and siblings. Don't you think? I'll apologize as many times as you wish. All I'm asking is that you introduce us to your family. What's so wrong with that? So please, can you just bury the hatchet? Your father and I never meant to hurt you in the first place. Plus, you know how immature your sister can be at times, right?
My family is not a tool for you to get rich. Maybe you're destined to be poor as church mice. And that's just because you're not a good person. Plus, my husband and daughters did nothing wrong. I won't let anything bad happen to them. They're my angels. I'll do everything in my power to protect them from toxic people. What's more, I told my kids that they don't have any grandparents. You guys are not a good influence on my daughters. In other words, they're not curious about you guys at all. They're totally fine about spending time with my husband's parents and relatives only.
This can't possibly be true. We're related to you by blood. Since when have you turned into a complete traitor? I will not tolerate any of this ridiculous behavior.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you can bury the hatchet if you want, but I'm never going to do that. Not in a million years. In fact, I will always remember what I had to suffer in this family. Anyways, I have to go now. Goodbye. Don't blame me for having such a heart of stone. It's all your fault that this is how life treats you. After that, I told my husband about everything that happened and changed my phone number as well. He was very understanding and assured me that he'll always be on my side no matter what.
I also told my friends way back that they must not let my parents know about my marriage. Luckily, they are all very trustworthy. Although I don't have that many friends, I'm still thankful for every single one of them. With that being said, my parents and younger sister still do not know where I live to this day. I would never let them ruin my life for a second time. Also, my mother and father came to find out later on about the real reason why Roman broke up with Catalina. They literally lost their cool. They told her that, "You have to figure everything out yourself. I guess we've babied you for too long. Now you have to face consequences and take responsibility for your own actions." What's worse, they warned her to, "Never let us see you again. We'll take care of Felix from now on." I later heard that Catalina's legs went weak and she collapsed on the floor immediately when she heard that. So that's how she ended up getting kicked out and having her custody rights taken. She was reduced to tears when my parents said that she doesn't deserve to be Felix's mother. As of right now, Catalina regularly wires child support to my parents. In fact, she now has 3 part-time jobs and works 11 hours a day. She doesn't even get any weekends or holidays off either. Felix does still get to see his mom from now and then, though. After all, he is just a little boy who feels confused to have his grandparents tell him that his mom is on a long-term business trip and is only back in town for a few days every month to visit him. The truth is, my parents warned Catalina that she can never spend alone time with Felix until she straightens things out with Roman. The thing is, after Roman heard that my parents had already learned about the truth, he continued to blackmail her about how he can still let little Felix know about what a witch his mother is. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when a new video comes out. Don't forget to also leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.
I think you look better now that I've punched you and broke your nose. You ought to be thanking me.
Is that really the first thing you have to say after what you did to me earlier? What is the matter with you?
What's the matter? I just fixed up your ugly face a bit. Why are you upset?
I go to your wedding and I'm greeted with a punch in the face? I don't understand why you did this.
Because you're a no-good, dirty farmer.
What does that have to do with anything?
You were stinking up the whole place. The whole venue smelled like a barn. That's why I had to hit you.
That doesn't even make sense.
Only rich people are allowed to be at my wedding. There isn't room for the likes of you. You were running the whole scene for everyone.
But you two invited me to the wedding. I thought I was welcome there.
Well, I didn't really want to invite you. I mean, who wants a manure-scented, grubby little farmer at their wedding?
Okay then, well you shouldn't have invited me in the first place.
Well, Brian's dad was paying for the whole thing, so when Brian insisted on inviting you because you two were old classmates, I couldn't really say no. If it was up to me, though, there would be posters everywhere letting people know not to let you in.
So that's why I was invited to your wedding then?
I just had to show a little reference to my sponsor is all, you understand.
So you didn't even pay a single penny for your wedding and still did this?
Well, duh. I don't even have that much in savings anyway. Either way, I was never gonna let such a stinky, sweaty person like you into my wedding. Your stink would get all over the food and spoil it. I just needed to find a way to send you home right then and there.
And so you thought that the best method to do that was to hit me in the face?
Well, after you were carried off in the ambulance, it was easy to convince Brian and his father that it was an accident.
I can't believe you. What is the matter with you? You're a monster.
I take that as a compliment when it comes from you, you know?
You put me in the hospital. Do you really not think that you took things just a little too far? I won't even be able to work like this. Do you realize what you've done?
Well, I had to do what needed to be done in order to ensure that my wedding was perfect. I didn't have any other choice. Although I still wonder just why Brian and his father wanted to invite you so badly.
Well, I guess that you'll never know now, will you?
Wait a second. Brian's dad is a big landowner. You're probably renting land from him for your farm. That's gotta be it. So he invited his little serf to the wedding, even though it was gonna be full of rich people.
That is just completely mistaken.
Whatever. Even though we all went to high school together, you still haven't found anyone willing to marry you. I guess he just wanted you to experience what it was like to be at a nice event, since you'd probably never been to one before.
I thought I was invited because Brian and I were friends from high school. I used to go to his house all the time to play when we were little kids.
Oh, really? Did you now? So that's why his dad is also so fond of you then? Because he knew you when you were little? As you can see, I'm not quite as nice as them, though.
Trust me, everyone knows.
Still, I have no idea what Brian's dad sees in you. It doesn't matter, though, because I'm the one who's going to be inheriting all of his money.
Is that the real reason why you wanted to marry Brian?
Well, that's what marriage is all about in the end, isn't it?
What? Of course it isn't. Do you really have no intention to apologize to me for what you've done?
What are you talking about now?
I am talking about you smacking me in the face. You broke my nose. You really hurt me.
Oh, please, I just gave you a little nosebleed. I thought you'd have been tougher from all your farm work. Besides, you ruined my reception table. You better be ready to pay up for that.
If anyone should be demanding money, it should be me. I'll make you pay for my hospital bill.
What? Do you not have insurance or something? Pay it yourself, cowpoke.
I am being serious. Well, if you aren't gonna apologize or pay, then why are you even messaging me?
Just to remind you that I am, always have been, and always will be better than you.
So, you're just messaging me to be mean?
Well, at least the hit to your face didn't kill you, right? Anyways, I gotta go. See ya.
My name is Alex and I'm 32 years old. I went to high school with Ginny and Brian and thought we were all good friends back then. The high school that I went to had a good reputation and helped get those two into nice colleges. After graduating high school, however, my father became sick, and so instead of going to college, I stopped my education there. I ended up taking over my father's farm in his absence. At Ginny and Brian's wedding, there were a lot of old classmates who were invited. I was really looking forward to catching up with everyone. I would have never guessed that it would have gone the way that it did. Ginny messaged me and I was hoping that she was finally ready to apologize. Instead, she just continued saying awful things to me.
Hey! Why am I finding out that I'll have to pay for your hospital bill? What is this?
Are you really that surprised? You caused the injury, so you're gonna pay the bill. What's not to get?
Do you really expect me to pay $2,000? It's your bill. You pay it.
And just why do you think I should?
Consider it your wedding present to me, since you never gave us anything at our actual wedding.
I'm not gonna be paying this bill, do you hear me?
Well, everyone else gave me a wedding present.
I didn't even get to participate in the wedding. You hit me and then I had to leave. Why should I give you a wedding present?
Oh, I get it. You just can't pay because you're poor. Is that right? Well, then don't worry about the present if you can't afford it. But you are going to be paying for your own hospital bill, and that is not up for discussion.
Hold on just 1 second. I may not have gone to the cops, but it doesn't mean that I still can't go to them.
Are you seriously going to get the cops involved in this?
That's right. I can file a report with the police and make you pay for what you did to me with the lawsuit.
And just what makes makes you think the police are gonna believe a poor, smelly farmer over a pretty rich girl like me? And a lawsuit? Are you kidding me? You might as well just admit you're only after my money.
That isn't true, and you know it.
Well, then why else would you be suing me for?
The only reason why I haven't gone to the police is because Brian's father asked me not to. He said that it wouldn't be appropriate to do so soon after a wedding.
Well, you heard your rich boss. I guess you really have no choice then. Make the wise choice and listen to him, Alex.
Why do you insist on pressing my buttons? I'm trying to hold myself back from doing it.
Oh, please, as if you even have a choice. Anyways, I don't even want to be messaging a smelly farmer like you. Just talking to you is making my phone stink like manure.
Oh, give me a break. Do you seriously not think that you've done anything wrong at all?
The only person who needs to reflect on their actions here is you. After all, you graduated high school and then just stopped there to choose farming over college. How dare you think you can talk to me like this?
Are you kidding me right now?
Brian and I both went to Ivy League schools, do you understand? We graduated and entered industries in the top of our field. And now that we're married, I can finally retire to live a pampered life. And once Brian's dad dies and I inherit all his money, life is gonna be just that much sweeter. What do you even have that comes close to that kind of wealth?
What does going to university have to do with any of this at all?
Are you really that stupid? This world is controlled by the wealthy and well-educated. I am just telling you this because I am so kind and pity poor people like you.
I never really asked you to help, thanks though.
Well, fine then. Be that way. But I'm gonna drive you out of this town. Mark my words. Hey, everyone! I just wanted to say thank you again for coming to my wedding. It was so special thanks to you.
It was such an amazing ceremony. Thank you for inviting all of us.
Well, of course it was. I was marrying the son of a huge landlord after all. The venue and food were all the best money could buy. Were you expecting anything else?
Yeah, right.
To be honest, I thought it would be even better. I was a little underwhelmed myself, but that's only because Alex spoiled everything for me.
Oh really? What did Alex do? He was injured, so we couldn't do everything that I wanted to. We even had to call an ambulance.
I heard it was because he ran into the welcome board at the entrance and was really hurt. The poor guy.
Well, he's so poor anyways. It isn't like he really belonged. Did you know that he even tried to make me pay for his hospital bill? Don't you all think that's just horrible?
Well, if he hurt himself, then yeah, that's a bit much, I think.
Right? Isn't that just crazy? He told me that he was gonna sue me if I didn't pay.
What? Did Alex really say that? I can't believe it.
Would he really do that? I don't believe it. That really is a bit much.
I know. He is totally trying to ruin my wedding. I thought that we were all friends. I just can't believe he would really do this.
Hey, Alex, we all see that you're in this group. You should apologize to Ginny.
I have nothing to apologize for. What's your problem? Don't be such a jerk. Are you really gonna try and sue her if she doesn't pay? You totally ruined her wedding. I'll have you know that Ginny was the one who hit me.
That's not true. I would never do something like that.
Are you seriously trying to lie to all of us right now, Alex? There is no way that a bride would do something like that.
That's right. Stop lying, Alex. What's your deal?
The only one lying here is you, Ginny.
And did you guys all know that he didn't even give me a wedding present? He walked into the entrance making a big scene and started tearing the place apart. That was when I was called to the front.
You told me to go there in the first place. I was just waiting for you there.
That isn't true. You're lying.
Yeah, come on, man. Stop lying. What's your deal?
Hold on. I think that he's actually telling the truth right now. Alex is right.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
No, I was at the entrance helping people check in. I was there the whole time. Hey, shut your mouth right now! And you don't know what you're talking about! You've been lying this whole time. I won't stand by and watch it happen. I saw you hit Alex. I watched it with my own eyes.
Is that right? That is insane. I don't believe it.
I saw Ginny swing the welcome sign around and smack Alex right in the face. I'd never seen anyone act like that before.
Did she really do that? That is crazy.
No, that's not right.
She told me she hit me because I was just a stinky farmer. Whoa, what? Is that really true, Ginny? Did you really say that? I literally showered that morning. I didn't stink at all.
But the stink would have stuck on you at the molecular level. That is why I couldn't just let some poor person into my wedding.
Wait a second. Do you really not know what Alex does for a living?
What do you mean? He's just some lowly, grubby farmer, isn't he?
Ginny, he is the president of an agricultural company. He makes over $1 million a year.
Wait, are you serious right now?
Yeah, he's one of the youngest and most successful CEOs around. He's been featured in a bunch of business magazines too. Did you not know?
But he only graduated from high school. He never even went to college.
Maybe you didn't know this, but right after we all graduated, my dad got really sick and couldn't work anymore. I had to put going to college off to help save my family's farm. But after that, I studied at one of the best agricultural programs in the country. I learned more about agricultural management there and used my education and experience to start my own agricultural company.
Wait, no, that can't be. Is this all true, Alex?
Yeah, you decided all on your own that I was some poor, stupid yokel. You wouldn't even listen to what I had to say.
But it's just farming. How can you even make that much money from selling vegetables?
You do know that there is agritourism as well as consulting, not to mention online sales. I mean, where do you think your food comes from? Do you really not think that there's any money in agriculture?
Ginny, it really seems to me like you owe Alex an apology.
Yeah, she's right. You owe him a big apology.
What? Are you kidding me right now? I didn't even do anything wrong. Alex was the one that ruined my wedding.
It sounds to me like you did that yourself, you know?
How can you trust what he's saying? Why don't you trust what I'm saying? He's a dirty liar. You can't believe him.
What are you talking about? Aw, this is getting ridiculous. I think I'm gonna leave the group now.
Yeah, me too. This isn't cool at all. Wait, what? No! You can't leave! Please, you have to trust what I say. I'm telling the truth.
It sounds to me like everyone is pretty fed up listening to you. Everyone is leaving one by one.
No, this can't be happening. Now everyone is gonna think that I'm a big jerk.
Well, yeah, it sure seems that way, doesn't it?
How could you do this to me? I didn't even do anything bad. It isn't fair. Alex, you should have told me sooner that you were a CEO. It's all your fault for not telling me who you really were sooner.
Oh, please, give me a break already.
Well, if you want to make it up to me, how about paying for all of my wedding? You'll owe me $45,000. You can just write me a check.
You told me that Brian and his dad paid for your wedding.
What does that have to do with anything?
So then what do you want money for?
I want you to pay me.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and file a report with the police.
What do you mean?
I mean that I'm gonna charge you with assault and battery, of course.
Wait, what? But you can't. You said that Brian's dad asked you not to.
I really don't think he's gonna feel that way about the situation now.
You seem to be awfully confident about that. But you told me yourself that he said you shouldn't press charges against the bride.
Well, you see, the thing about Brian's dad is that him and I are about to close on a new contract.
A contract? For agriculture or something? What is that supposed to mean?
That's right. He was trying to cut out some of the less efficient parts of his business and was consulting with me. He doesn't want anything to get in the way of that.
What do you mean?
I mean that while we were negotiating the contract just now, I showed him the messages that you were sending me, and he said that he had enough.
Had enough? What does that mean?
It means that he's had enough of you and that he won't be supporting you and Brian.
No! You can't be serious!
You know, even Brian came to beg for forgiveness from me, but it seems to me that at this rate there won't be much for you to inherit.
So then, I'll be poor? I'll have nothing? This can't be happening! I can't be poor! This wasn't how my life was supposed to go!
Anyways, good luck with no help from anyone.
Please, you can't do this to me. I was supposed to be rich. This can't be happening to me. I refuse to believe it. My life can't go like this.
Aw, were you? Well, that's too bad, isn't it?
Please, I'm so sorry. You have to do something. I'm so sorry for everything. You have to forgive me. Please, I apologize for everything. I never meant for things to happen like this.
Why would I forgive a gold digger like you?
But that isn't fair. Please, you have to talk to Brian's dad and drop the charges. I'm begging you. We were friends. Let's make up. We can get over this. Please.
After that, Brian and Ginny were cut off from Brian's rich father. I pressed charges against Ginny and was given a handsome payout. Brian had to quit his old job in preparation of taking over his father's company, and so both him and Ginny were left unemployed. Without savings, they were tossed into a hard life. They moved into a small apartment. The two expected to lead a cushy life and never saw something like this coming. My work with Brian's father continued smoothly. Under my supervision, things went very well and his business became more successful than ever. I'm happy that business is going great, and I'm sure that our work will help improve output for everyone. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Johnny, are you there? I've been locked in the shed at our house. You've been locked in the shed? By who? By your mom! She locked me in here. What are you talking about? What happened? She was asking me when we were finally going to have kids, and then suddenly she just flew into a rage. She asked me to do her a favor and grab something from the shed, and then... Oh, that sounds like my mom. I remember being locked in various places countless times when I was little. Good times, good times. Well, she told me that she is going to keep me in here until morning. But it's so hot today. I can't be out here that long. Well, it sounds to me like you really don't have much of a choice, huh? I mean, it sounds to me like you were kind of asking for it anyways. But I didn't even do anything. Just please come quick and help me. Even at night, the temperatures are still so high. I can't be left out here like this. I'm sorry, but I'm a little busy and can't really do that for you right now. What do you mean you're busy? Yeah, sorry. I already made plans with some friends to hang out after work. There is no way that I can cancel on them now. Are you kidding me right now? I just need you to come home and open the shed. Then you can do whatever you want. Just please come quick. But it takes 40 minutes to get home, and then another 40 minutes to get to the bar. I can't just waste an hour and a half of my night like that. I can't be out here like this. I could get heat stroke. Are you really okay with that happening? Oh, please, you're not going to get heat stroke. You're indoors, aren't you? But there aren't even any windows! It's so dark in here! Just come here and let me out already! I already told you that that isn't going to happen. I already have plans. Well, then I guess I'll have to call the police and ask them to get me out. Don't do that! Then they'll all think my mom did something wrong. Besides, it's your own fault that you're locked in there right now. So you realize that what your mom did to me was wrong and criminal, and yet you just don't want me to tell anyone to protect her reputation? Look, it's this bartender I like's birthday today, and I can't be late, okay? You wouldn't want me to miss out on that, would you? It's going to be a big party. I can't believe this. Who even are you? Well, I already told my friends that I would be there, so there really isn't any point in carrying on this conversation. And you can't show up there just a little late? It wouldn't be a real party if I weren't there. You know how hard I like to go when I drink. Besides, I'm always there from doors open till last call. It's tradition. Please. I really think I might be in danger here. Oh, please, you'll be fine. I'll text my mom and ask her to let you out. How does that sound? I can't take this anymore. There isn't even any water in here, and I'm already starting to sweat. Well, just stay positive and you'll be all right. Just remember that you got yourself into this mess. It's a punishment and you have to take it. Johnny! Don't do this to me! What's the matter with you? My name is Mary, and I am 35 years old. I'm a housewife and live together with my husband and his mother. If I'm being honest, it's not the best living situation. My mother-in-law is always getting upset about the smallest of things, and my husband never stands up for me. Every day I can feel my stress levels going up, and I'm not sure how much more I can take. Earlier today, my mother-in-law, Pam, asked me to grab some plates out of the shed and then locked me inside while I was in there. I have been locked inside for 3 hours, and no matter how much I scream and bang on the door, no one has come to help. I thought that my husband would be able to help me out of here, but he was busy. I realized that I had no one that I could call on. I was so worried about being in here that I decided to call an ambulance. Thankfully, the lock was on the outside, and they were able to open the door right away. I was saved! Or so I thought. Hey, my mom just said that you called an ambulance and that they carried you out of the shed. Is that really true? Yes, it is true. Well, now that you're in the hospital, you should be fine, right? You just needed some Gatorade, I bet. Her shaking won't stop, and she is in a serious state of unconsciousness right now. Excuse me? Who is this? Is that you, Mary? This is Mary's older sister, Tammy. Oh, Tammy. What are you doing at the hospital? Is everything all right? I actually just happened to be here for work. But then I got a call from a nurse telling me that my sister was just admitted. I was really shocked. Oh, wow. Well, that's not good. It isn't good. Especially after I was shown the messages she was sending before she was sent here. So you just went through your sister's phone? I really would have thought that you knew better than that. So you know that my sister was locked in a shed, and yet you did nothing to help her. What is the matter with you? Oh, I was really busy. You are her husband, Johnny. You should have done something for her. Do you even realize the state she's in right now? No, wait, this is all just a big misunderstanding. I told her that I was going to the bar, but I was actually working overtime at the office. So then you should have no problem coming here right away, right? No, I'm still really, really busy here. There is a lot of work to do around here, and I can't quite leave yet. So your work isn't going to let you go to the hospital to visit your wife in critical condition? Look, there's a lot going on, and I don't think you'd understand, okay? I read through my sister's messages with you. I can't believe she ended up marrying a man like you. Are you really still so unconcerned with her health right now? But you're there, so there is really nothing to worry about, right? It'll all be fine. Are you being serious right now? I mean, it isn't like me going to see her would suddenly wake her up, right? I can't believe you. Even your mom refused to come down here. Honestly, you two are some pieces of work. Excuse me? Are you trying to lecture me right now? How about you stay in your lane and mind your own business? You are too much. I'll just have to handle this myself, I guess. Really? You do that for me? Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. This party is pretty good. But I think that we can find a more quiet place to have some fun, can't we?
Are you kidding me? Didn't you leave your wife all alone to be carried out by paramedics with heat stroke? This isn't really time to be fooling around.
Oh, that? No, she's fine. Don't worry about it. Besides, where are you? You told me to meet you inside, but I don't see you anywhere.
I already went home. I'm not in the mood.
What? What did you have to do that for? It's your birthday. I thought we were going to have fun until morning. You know that I have a kid on the way, right?
I know. That's why I went home.
What, do you pity my wife or something like that? She's totally fine, I promise. Besides, we're just going to have a couple of drinks, aren't we? What's the big deal?
Well, that isn't what you just said.
But why not? Come on.
Are you even worried about your wife at all?
So she got a little hot. What's the big deal? It doesn't really matter.
But she had to call an ambulance. If she had to do that, she must have felt that it was serious.
No, she just wanted to be sure she would be okay. But she's at the hospital. What could happen? Besides, it isn't like me being there would even change anything. It doesn't even matter.
It might not change her condition, but you're her husband. You have a duty to be there for her.
You were the one who invited me to the bar to celebrate your birthday in the first place. You really need to make up your mind already.
Yes, I did invite you. But if you really think that I'm going to feel comfortable having you here partying while your wife is in the hospital, then you've got another thing coming.
She's a big girl. She'll be fine. What can any of us do for her now?
Well, what if her condition worsens? What if something bad happens?
It won't. She's already at the hospital. It'll all be fine.
I really think I'll just cancel the whole party.
Are you kidding me right now?
And just so you know, I am really, really disappointed in you right now. I mean, how can I not be after this? I didn't see it before. But you're just like me.
What is that supposed to mean? I don't get it.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. It isn't until you lose everything that you can finally understand, unfortunately.
Are you drunk already? Why are you saying all of this weird stuff? Just come back to the bar already.
I won't do it, and I'm not going to be seeing you anymore, okay?
I can't believe you. You are being such a buzzkill right now. What is your deal?
I don't want to know you or see you or have anything to do with you.
You can't just cancel everything last minute. What are you doing?
Well, I just now realized the kind of person that you really are. I can't associate with you any longer.
You wimp. You big baby.
I really think you should just go see your wife at the hospital.
Don't tell me what to do, you brat. You don't know anything. I'm going to hang around here with all the others and have a blast.
But what about your wife? Do you really not even care what happens to her?
I've had enough from you. You don't know my life or my wife, so just mind your own business.
But now I know. I can't help but feel responsible. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be with you anymore.
Why don't you just care about what you can control and not worry about what you can't?
I just hope your eyes open before it's too late. Before your wife is gone.
She's not going to die or anything. You don't know what you're talking about.
I really hope you're right about that.
Are you still in the hospital? What is taking you so long? Leave already. I can't leave. My mom was so pissed when I got home. You weren't there to make her dinner and she took it out on me. So get back here and get cooking.
I won't. I refuse to.
So you are really okay causing such a big mess for your family just because you were feeling a little toasty? What kind of pathetic excuse for a wife are you?
All night, you never once texted or called or showed any sign of concern for me.
Well, yeah, I would if you were actually sick, but you just needed an ice pack and some Gatorade and that's that. It was no big deal.
And you refused to even buy me a single Gatorade, much less let me out of the shed where I got heat stroke.
Well, your sister was there, wasn't she? Didn't she get you a drink?
She spent the whole night watching over me, but she had to leave today because she has work.
See? So it was fine. I didn't have to be there after all.
That's right. I'm glad that you didn't come to see me.
I knew that you would be. So it's all fine?
I don't want to see you ever again.
What do you mean?
I mean, if I can't even rely on my husband to come help me when I'm in trouble, then what is the point of having you in my life?
Are you seriously mad at me for this right now? Are you forgetting that all this was your fault to begin with?
Well, did you have fun at the bar?
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, did you have fun? Did you spend all our hard-earned money trying to impress young girls who are just there to work? Is that who you spent the night with? Is that why we work so hard to save up money? So you can blow it all on girls?
And just who told you that?
You wouldn't believe this, but the birthday girl from the bar did. It was after visiting hours, but my sister talked to her and told me.
What? She went to visit you? I can't believe this.
Well, apparently you told her about me in the hospital and said she couldn't just stand by in that situation.
That little brat. How could she betray me like this?
Well, it sounds to me like she now wants nothing to do with you ever again. Good for her is all that I can say.
Well, then I'll just let everyone at the bar know about our affair then.
She figured you would try to do something like that, and she's ready for it. She is ready to lose her job over telling the truth.
Is she crazy? I don't even know what to say.
I guess she finally realized what a horrible guy you were and decided that she was ashamed to be with you.
She's ashamed to be with me? Well, who is she? Who does she think she is? I don't believe this.
And frankly, I'm more than ashamed to be with you. I want a divorce, Johnny.
A divorce? Are you serious?
You and I are over. We are through. Do you understand me?
But who is going to take care of the house and do all the cooking if you're not at home?
Well, I suppose you'll just have to try and rely on your mother to take care of you. She was a housewife too, wasn't she?
What? She can't cook for crap. Her food makes me feel like puking. It's all oily and just leaves me feeling queasy.
Aw, well, I'm just happy that you'll have time to get to know your mom and her cooking all over again.
But what about you? I thought that we were going to have a family. What are you going to do?
I'm not staying with you two any longer, that's for sure. All your mom does is nag and nag and nag until I can't even think. I'm taking you both out of my life.
Well, I'll talk to my mom. I'll make sure that she stops all that nagging.
You never once stood up for me as long as I've known you. I don't care what you say. I've made up my mind already.
Please, don't do this. How am I supposed to get along with you?
I guess you'll just have to learn to be an adult like the rest of us and take care of yourself. Good luck living with your slob of a mother, though.
But she doesn't even do the laundry. There's mold all over her room. How am I supposed to live with her? I'll go crazy. Besides, she doesn't even have any money. She'll eat through my savings, too, until we're bankrupt.
That's the idea. Anyways, good luck.
Fine, I get it. I'll kick my mom out. She'll be on her own.
You would do that to your own mother?
Well, she's old. It isn't like she's going to be around for much longer anyways. You're way more important to me than her.
Well, that settles it. Now I really am going to get out of here. You don't want a wife. You just want a servant. I'm leaving you.
Please don't do this. I need you, Mary. Don't leave me. I'm already calling my lawyer to draw up the papers. Are you serious about all this? You really want to split up? Of course I do. My sister and parents are furious with you, and all agree that I deserve so much more than a crappy man like you. I wish that your sister wasn't at the hospital when you went in. Then none of this would have happened.
I hear that I'll be able to leave the hospital the days after tomorrow. I'll go home and pack up my stuff then.
Please don't do this.
I'll pack a light bag to take to my parents and come back for the rest of my things later.
You can't just leave me all alone like this with my mom. I thought we would be together forever. I thought you would always be there to take care of the house of my mom and I.
Did you marry me just so that you would have someone to take care of the chores while you go out seeing other women?
Of course not. Please take me back. We'll get through this.
Nope, we are done. I've made up my mind and there is no changing it. It took about 5 months to finalize the divorce process since Johnny was dragging his feet through every second of it. But we finally split up. All of my family showed up with me when I went to collect my belongings. My dad was screaming at Johnny, asking him how he could let something like this happen to me. I don't think I'd ever seen him so mad. My mother-in-law was arrested for locking me in the shed and endangering my life. If I hadn't lived, then she would have gone to prison for the rest of her life. I lived with my parents for about a year before I moved out and began living on my own. I found a job and was finally able to start my new life. I'll make sure that the next man I marry is much kinder and that we don't live with his mother. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time!